And as we just heard, there is slight easing to the COVID restrictions in Melbourne, but the hospitality and retail sector says restrictions are not being lifted enough. Bill Lang, the Executive Director of Small Business Australia, says keeping Melbourne closed makes no sense. And Bill joins us now. Bill, thank you for your time with us this morning. Did Premier Daniel Andrews' easing of restrictions go far enough?
Not at all. We still have hundreds of thousands of small businesses and their employees that effectively can't go to work. And we have this sort of crazy rule of five down here. You can't go more than 5 kilometres from where you live and now perhaps where you work, but most people don't work. You can get together with up to 4 other people, so groups of 5 from 2 households, but only in a park, not in your backyard, not out on the street at a cafe. And if you have some people around your house and the police turn up, $5,000 fine. So 5 kilometres, $5,000 fine, no more than 5 people, but only in a park, not in your backyard. The other thing to keep in mind with all of this is that, Victoria at the moment with positive cases, etc., is where New South Wales was, a couple of weeks ago. And for those of your viewers that live in New South Wales and you know what your lifestyle has been like and the way the government's been managing things there now for several months, we haven't seen anything like that since it all started.
This is so heartbreaking to see, Bill. We know that Melbourne in particular it's known for its cafe culture, its great food, its great atmosphere, its great coffee. How has lockdown actually impacted these businesses and how many have actually been able to survive?
Look, the current research that we've just conducted 2 weeks ago shows that at that point in time, 7 out of 10 Victorian small business owners were very concerned or quite concerned about the future of their businesses. So that was 2 weeks ago. Now they're being told, for certain, so there is some certainty, for the next 3 weeks, most of these businesses can't open back up. Yet they're looking at numbers and looking at other sorts of things. We have also the other big issue is around the confidence that the citizens of Victoria have got. We've been seeing things around the way quarantine was set up, managed. We've just heard today 30% of people that went into the quarantine hotels refused to be tested. So there's a big lack of confidence in terms of the competence as to how the show's being run down here. And, it's one of the reasons many people are saying, look, is there anything Canberra can be doing with respect to that? Could Service New South Wales bring down their fantastic tracking tracing technology and help us get out of this much sooner? So, look, everyone's hanging in there. Everyone's, of course, hoping for the best, but we have tens of thousands of businesses already closed for good, tens of thousands more on the verge.
Oh, it's heartbreaking, yeah. Bill, how are the business owners and the staff coping? I mean, all this uncertainty must be, well, obviously taking its toll on everyone.
Yeah, look, absolutely. And, if you think about it in your own life, the pain of uncertainty is far greater than the certainty of pain. So having a clear way out, we should be open now. In fact, the government should be more open with us in terms of how it's doing things, not just talking to the citizens once a day at a press conference. Let's get the camera crews in there and see how this tracking and tracing works. Let's compare it to New South Wales. Let's be open and honest. Let's shine the light on. Let's see things in plain sight so that we can see with our own eyes. Look, everyone is hanging in there the best they can. We're hoping for the best. There's been fabulous support coming, of course, from the federal government with things like JobSeeker, JobKeeper, but that stuff's not going to last forever. It's already being wound back now. There's not enough financial support actually being provided by the Victorian government for Victorian small businesses. Announcements are made, but then it takes weeks, sometimes months, even if you're eligible to access the money.
Bill, what would your plea to Premier Daniel Andrews be?
Look, let's be open. Let's be open now and open in terms of what's going on, how are things actually working, who's responsible. We have to rebuild confidence. Many people here are unnecessarily very, very scared. Now, at the moment, there's 400 active cases. 200 are in aged care homes or hospitals and 200 people are isolating at home. Now, there's 5 million people still within these rules of 5 kilometres, $5,000 fine, no more than 5 people, not at a cafe, not in your backyard. Let's be open about what's been going on, what we're actually doing, and let's get opened up. Trust the citizens, Premier.
All right, Bill. Bill Lang, thanks for joining us this morning.
Bill.